Hello, this is Alan McNabb with Image Building Web Design, and we're showing one of our clients how to put an article in their WordPress website and to do the SEO, set up the social media, uh, and various things associated with all of that. We have the article that we're going to put in here, and the first thing let's do is let's let's look at the category we're going to put it in, and also the tags. So you'd have to take some time and read over the article and become familiar with it so that you can do this. And it's very important for SEO being found on the internet that they are in some a good category and also have some good tags. All right, so I'm going to go over here, hover on posts, and I'm going to come down to categories. And the category for this is going to be rental income, and rental income is not in there yet. So I'm going to start up a new category. Rental income. And all I'm going to do is give it the parent of articles. And then say add new category. And we see that it is in there. All right. Then I'm going to look at my tags. Generally speaking, 2 tags maximum, because the tags with this setup will become the hash marks in our social media. And I want to use rental income, which is already in there. And the other one I want to use is rental expenses, which is not in there. So let me put that in there. And add that. Double check that. All right, and by doing this, looking at our categories and going to our tags, make sure we don't have some variants or duplicates, and really keeps this cleaned up. All right, so let's go over and let's add our article. I'm going to click on posts. I could have just clicked on all posts or add new right there. Click on add new right there. First thing I do is come over here and change the date, and give that a moment to load. It's a little slow because we're recording a video. And I put this a year in advance, and the reason I do that is so that I can go on and schedule this, because I typically just, when saving it, come right here. Usually don't go up to save draft. And even if I did, if I were to accidentally come down here and to save it using the schedule button down here, that would automatically launch the incomplete article on the social media. And that could be devastating in the fact that an incomplete article would go out, but also I would have to go out and deal with all those social entity networks to make the correction, and that can be very time consuming. All right, so I've got the date changed. Let's put in the title. I'm just going to copy the title here. Going to come here and post, right click, and paste as plain text. What that does is strip out any codes that might be there because of the word processing software. Double check that. Okay, so I'm going to come down here to the categories, and our category is rental income, and so I check that, and our tags, rental income, so I begin typing, and you see that rental income comes up, comma comes up after that, next rental expenses, and that's there. Say add, double check, they're both down there, and again, these will become our hashtags with our social media automatically, and typically you don't want more than 2 hashtags on social media, so we limit our tags to 2. All right, so we are now going to look at our URL here, make sure that it would be good. Let me say schedule there one time. And WordPress took the word "and" out of there. So rental, income, expenses. And I think that would be okay. All right, so now let's come down and we're going to add the article. And we chose this one to show how to enter the article because there's a number of different links there that we'll have to put in, and a few things there. So this is a good one to show you. All right, first paragraph. Right click, paste as plain text. And if you are not using a desktop mouse, I certainly advise you to get one. You can get a wireless one very inexpensively. And for me, I go much quicker than trying to just use a laptop. So I suggest you do that. All right, so I'm going to get the next paragraph. You can put in several paragraphs. It can get a little messy sometimes, and a lot of times it's just easier to do one paragraph at a time. You can make sure everything is correct as you go. It's a lot easier in that respect. All right, so we're going to do the next paragraph, and we do have a link that we need to put in there with that. So I'm just going to click on the link. All right, so it takes us to the place. And so I'm going to put this link in there, just like you would with email or something else. We're just going to highlight IRS website, and then we are going to add the hyperlink there with that. So just click on the insert link icon there. Just paste as plain text, and IRS website. We're going to add that, and we'll come back after in a little while and we'll test all of these. All right, so we're going to go on down to the next paragraph. All right, so here we've got a paragraph, and this is a little technical, so it's got quite a few links there going to IRS websites. We're going to paste that. Okay, so I'm going to click over here on text. This paragraph starts with generally. It is a block quote. I'll go back over here. Notice how this is indented in. So this is going to be a block quote. So I start here, put my cursor there at the beginning of generally. Click on B-quote, block quote. That will put in the code. Go to the very end after the period and click on /B-quote. And that's the end of that. Click back over on visual, and you see that it is indented in. All right, and of course it was going to do that. All right, hang on. All right, so you notice when I hit enter, it's still block quote mode. I can just Control Z. And it erased what I did there with it. All right, so I can come over to text right there, and I can go in here after block quote and just hit enter a couple of times. And let's see if well, we're not going to be ready to go either. Hold on a sec. All right, so I'm just going to go up here to look at the text again, and notice I've got the block quote down here. I need to raise it back up here. Do that, and then I'm just going to hit enter a couple of times, put some question marks there, go back over to visual, and you see this is good to go. I can just replace these question marks here. All right, so let's we've got some links here we're going to need to deal with. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of this one. And let's go back over here. And now I'm just going to go to each one of these. And I'll show you one, and then I think I'll just do the others without the video running. All right, so I've got this one. And I come over here, Form 1040, Schedule E. And I'm just going to highlight that, click Insert Link, paste the URL. And then I want to go over here to this, and I'm just going to copy this so I can insert that with the link info. Right click, paste as plain text, and add link, update. All right, now you notice there's some more links that I have to do. Basically, just going to do the same thing. I'm going to go on and do that. I want to pause the video and go on and get that taken care of. So there's no need for you to be watching that. It's just repetitive. All right, so we finished putting in the links here with this section of content. So let's keep on going. All right, so here we have a paragraph heading. And you want to try to have a few of these in your document. If you get an article from a writer and doesn't have section headings, you want to read through the article and then put these in. These are really important because with this we will use the H2 tag, which is very, very important for SEO. All right, so I just copied that. Let's put that in. Here's the question marks we put in there. Just highlight that, right click, paste as plain text, and I'm just going to click at the end of the line. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to click H2. Of course, it will normally change what the font looks like, but also again is very important because that's the H2 tag. I'll click on text over here. And you can see the H2 tag here, beginning H2 tag, ending H2 tag. Very important. All right, so let's go back over and we'll take all three of these paragraphs at once. Copy. Paste as plain text. It's got an extra line there, so I'll just take that out. All right, we'll go down. We have another section heading. Copy. Come back over to WordPress. Paste. Change to H2. And we will go down to the next line. All right, so we're going to get into some bullet things here. So let's, first of all, copy the paragraph area. Right click, paste as plain text. Down a line. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all of this. 1, 2, 3, 4 bullets, and the beginning before the dash is all bold. All right, so let's paste. Let's first of all create our bullets. I'm at the click the beginning of the advance. Click on our bullet list. Go to the end of the first one, and just need to reformat these. You can drop down, then click delete, or come to the end, click delete to take up that extra line, and then hit enter. Either way you want to do that. Then we can make this bold. Let's see what happened with this if we make it H3. Okay, of course, makes it a whole line. That would be bad. Control Z, undo. So we're just going to make bold. Having bold text is important for SEO. H3 probably would have been a little better, but we, of course, can't do just a little section like that. It will want to do the entire paragraph. Okay, so we got that. Drop down. Now, so we've got 3 more of these, but they're indented in. Let's copy. And let's paste. All right, now, so I just hit enter, drop down. but we want to indent in. So we do that. Second one. Third one. All right, we're going to come back over here and check. Okay, all good. Now we start a new paragraph here. Copy that. All right. Paste. And now we've got 3 bullets. Beginning of each is bolded. Paste as plain text. Begin of uncontrolled. Make bullet. Go back and look at the article for a second. Okay. I'm going to put a period here. It was not, the writer didn't send it that way, but I think that's better, so I'm going to do that. Bold as per the article. And our next one, copy, paste as plain text. This one is indented in. I have a few other things going on here with this. We have got italics. Double check here. Italics to the end. So highlight, click I. And there's a link here. So I'm going to get our link. Click on the insert link, paste the URL. I'm going to go back to the article. I'm going to copy this verbiage so that I can add that to the title of the link. Paste as plain text, add link. Alright, let's go back to the article. Alright, I'm going to do these together. We've got a bullet and we've got a indented bullet. Alright, I'm going to paste. I'm going to bold the beginning. And I'm going to go down to the indented. It says for additional. Okay, and that's right there. I brought it up to the end of this line, clicked enter, which made it a new bullet, but I have to indent in because it's indented. Alright. Now, so we have here with this, we've got italics, and we've got a link. Let me go on and grab the link right there. Alright, so let's do this. Got italics, highlight, you can click I up here or Control I, standard keyboard shortcut. And we've got the link. And I'm going to go back to the article, copy this so that I can put it in to the link title. Alright, now let's see what else we've got left to do. Alright, really at this point we just got the last paragraph. Copy. Where we left off, enter, 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 3 enters. Get us back to put a regular paragraph in there. And See how this is formatted here by the author of the article. All right, so we just got a link here at the end of the first sentence. Copy the link. Highlight where we're going to put it. Go back to the article to get the title of the link. Paste that, add that. All right, so here we've got our article. I'm going to update that, and again, it's running just a little slow because we're recording a video at the same time. Now I'm going to take a look at this, and want to pull up the preview copy in a different tab. So what I'm going to do is right click on preview, then left click, open link in new tab. And this is what the article so far looks like. All right, so I scroll down through here, looking at everything. I'm going to delete these other tabs. Now I want to go through and I want to check these links. All right, they'll start opening up across here. Let's go check them. All right, looking good. Okay, all good. Let's go down here. Check these. Okay, those were correct. All right, very good. All right. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a picture for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's great as far as your blog, your article on your website, but also it's very, very important with your social media. And the way we have our social media set up, it will, once this article launches, it will automatically be sent out over social media along with the picture that we place here. So we're going to put a picture here. And the picture wants to be one of rental income and expenses. First of all, I'm going to show you the website. One of the websites we go to for our pictures is Flickr, flickr.com/search/advanced. And I want to show you how to get a picture you can use on your website. I just want to type rental house. You might need to spend some time looking for this. And we want Creative Commons and find content to be used commercially. Click search. And we'll see what comes up here. Now I might have to do some other searches. I might have to try a few things. But I'm going to pause the video right now. I'm going to look for a picture. When I find one, I'll come back. All right, so we're back here with the article we're putting in, and we found an article on Flickr. It's just a 1040 tax return with some dollar bills, and that I thought was representative, especially since we're talking about 1040, the tax return quite a bit. And so we go back over here. I've already downloaded the image. I've already resized it. We resized them for this blog to be 300 pixels wide so that our text is above the fold for the article. If we were to use a larger image that would go all the way across the page, then our text would be below the fold. Some situations that would be good, but we prefer it this way. For this, we want the visitors to immediately see what the article is about. All right, so right here at the very beginning, we're going to place this image. So I'm going to click Add Media. upload files, select files, and I need to navigate. All right, and that places it there. I'm just going to have a title here that is just generally representative, because we might use this for some other things later. And I'm just going to copy that and then also put it in the alt text and the description. And we change this around usually for each individual article, but that will just give us a general information. Now the caption is where we put the photo accreditation, and we want to make sure we put it on now, because we want that to be on with the image every time we use it. So we just type in photo credit, colon space, and we put in the name of the photographer / Flickr, period, and say click insert into post. Forgot to have it left align. Change that. Just clicked on the image, said left align. Okay, so I think we're looking pretty good there right now. Let's update that. And I'm going to preview it to see how the image looks. Right click on preview. Oh, hang on, it's got to finish loading up here. Open a new tab. And this is what it will look like on the website. So that's what we want. All right, very good. All right, now let's do a little bit more work with this image. First of all, let's deal with the title of the image. And we want to make the title of the image hopefully something close to what our article is about. And so we're just getting started this website, so we don't have a lot of options. So let's just use the title of this article. I clicked on the image. I'm going to click on the little pen or pencil icon there, which is to edit. Caption will stay the same. Text I want to change to the title. And I'm not going to have any link to the image for right now. Again, it's a brand new website. Not a lot of things to link to. After we get some articles, 50 or 100 articles on here, we'll go back and we'll work on some SEO with the images and interlinking between articles, etc. But there's just not that much to use right now. All right, very good. I'm going to say update that. Generally, we would have this article linked to something on the website that would be maybe related to this topic, or maybe the category blog of it, something such as that. But we just don't have that much that much information right now. All right, so we've got the image on there. I'll tell you very quickly about the image. I mentioned to you that we had 300 pixels wide. Also, we use JPEG images. The JPEG images are at 60% quality, and they are also, hang on one second, I forgot the word for it. Let me look real quick. They are also progressive, so that the images come into the website progressively. It all appears. If you ever see an image on a website, it appears, but then it comes into focus. That's progressive, and it's good for your load speed, and load speed is good for your SEO. All right, let's see what we need to do next. All right, the next thing I do is I check the article in respect to spelling and grammar. I wait until it gets into the website, because maybe we made a mistake putting it in the website. I want to catch that. Maybe the author of the article made a mistake, and I want to catch that. So I'm just pasting this into word processing program. I'm just doing a grammar check. And I'll just go through here real quick. Probably won't take but a minute. All right, very good. Okay, so all right, so we've got that all checked out. Now let's work on the SEO. We basically have the article. I want to update it. We basically have the article in there. We've got the image in there. We've got a URL that's okay. We've got our categories. We've got our tags in there. And now we need to work on the SEO. One thing I mentioned to you already that we're not going to do with this article is interlinking. That's interlinking it throughout other parts of the website. There's only a couple of pages there so far, so it's just not something to spend time on right now. And once we have a significant number of articles, probably 50 or 100, we'll start interlinking, and we'll go back through these and we'll get them interlinked. Right now, we're not going to worry about it because it's just not enough to interlink with. So we're not doing interlinking, but that's really super important in regards to your SEO. So let's come on down here. We are using the WordPress SEO by Yoast, which is probably the best in the industry. It's the one we use. I'm going to start off. I'm just going to copy our title right up here. I'm going to use this for the SEO title. And also for our focus keyword, I think I'm going to shoot for rental income as being the focus. And we need to come here and we need to do our meta description. This is the description that will communicate to the search engines what this article is about, and also be used in displaying the link with the search engines. And typically I come up here, I look at the beginning of this, I grab some of the text, and then I use that. So let me pause you for a second while I look at that. All right, so we're back after I worked on that a little bit. Probably took me 10 or 15 minutes to look over the article and try to come up with a good description. It's certainly worth the time to do that because it's very important to SEO. We've got the description, overview of rental property income and deductible expenses, while also giving you links to IRS forms and documentation. We do use meta keywords with this website, although Google is not using them for search rankings. They may be using them for other things, and other directories and search engines may be using them. So we still put them in there, which is also standard practice of very many large websites. So we continue to do that. And I've just got those here, basically taken from the title, the description, and then I checked out the H2 tags in the article and pulled out a few more. About 7 is what you want, plus or minus. Also, if your title is too long, you'll receive a notice here. And your description, you see you've got 156 characters. It tells you how many you've got left here. And the search engine will just use 156, so try to keep it to that. All right, so we see here I've updated this, and we've got our SEO is good. It's green, so that's a positive thing. You could also look at page analytics, advanced social, etc., and give you some more information. It does say the meta description does not include rental income. Well, it's got rental property income, so that will be fine. And we've got deductible rental expenses. I think I'll put that there. And that way, just to have that, hopefully help search engines pick that up a little bit. Okay, next, now let's work on our social media. We've got this set up so that it's going to take our excerpt to use for Facebook, Google Plus, and LinkedIn. Well, no, not LinkedIn, but it'll use that as being our sentence. It will give a link to this article, and with Google Plus, they'll have hashtags there as well as with Twitter. So we're pretty much the same description there. We worked using our word processor to get it as concise as possible, and we think for our audience that it would be a good way to state social media before giving the link. We have left all of our social media networks that we're sending out to. We are going to send out to all of them. There's about 400 of them, and it will be sent out to our social media over the next 30 days. It'll be rotated to that. Okay, so we are good with that. Okay, so now I'm going to update this. Now, if the author that you want noted with the website is different than what you're logged in under, which is the case here, I need to go change that. So let me wait till this loads back up. I clicked on posts. And I'm going to come over to quick edit. Author is admin. I'm going to go on and select a launch time, and it's going to it's a little late in the day, but I'm going to go on and do it. All right, so we're going to launch 14/26. All right, and I need to go over now and do the menu, because we do not have this category rental income set up in the menu. So let's do this now. So we're going to go down to appearance. We're going to go over to menus. Going to go going to scroll down here to categories. We are going to view all. Sorry there, I was checking my notes. View all. And then we're going to select rental income. That's the category that we added. We're going to say add to menu, and it'll be at the bottom here. We're going to just click and drag that and put it where we want. We want it here. We want it indented under articles. Just checking over that for a second. All right, we're going to save menu. Alrighty, got that. I'm going to go back over here to posts really quick, show you how you can view this, preview it. And I'm going to right click, open a new tab, preview, and right before this launches I'm going to check over it here for just 1 second, and then after it launches I'm going to check it on the live website and then the social media. So let me pause you for a second. I'll pick back up with you after it launches. All right, this is Alan back with you. The article is launched. We made a few little changes to it. Looking over it, we changed the title, put a new picture on there, changed the description, meta description, and also the excerpt for the social media. But you see that it's there. and it's already starting to go out on the social media. And of course, the link is there with that. So it'll start going out on the social media and go to about 400 social media networks over about the next month. So we're all good to go there with that. You can also come over here and check, make sure the menu works. And there it is. So we're good to go with that. All right. Thanks for being with us, and appreciate that. And we hope to see you again soon.